I'm Christian Shema, a graduate student at KSU, and
I'm Deborah Christie, an undergrad student at KSU.
Welcome back to our small ruminant production series, where we talk about emerging issues in sheep and goat production systems. As the spring season starts, internal parasites in small ruminants start becoming more and more prevalent in our herd, and this is the best time to turn our attention to it and start managing and controlling this issue in our farm. In today's video, we demonstrate one of the ways to manage this issue, called fecal egg sampling. One of the most dangerous parasites is a blood-sucking worm called Haemonchus contorus, also known as the barber pollworm, along with other parasites like Ossidia. Spring weather in Kentucky and other warm regions make conditions ideal for parasite infestation, and the most vulnerable animals are lactating does and pre-weaned kids.
To ensure we remain on track, let's talk what we must avoid when taking fecal samples. When collecting fecal samples, never collect them from the ground. Always collect them directly from the rectum using gloved and well-lubricated fingers. You have to make sure you label them right after so there's no mix-up. You have to keep them cool and avoid heat at all costs. These are the materials you need when collecting fecal samples. You have gloves to make sure the fecal samples don't get contaminated. You have lubricant, in this case mineral oil, to make sure it's easy to access the animal's rectum. But there are other options. You have the little bags which you put the fecal samples in, along with a label tape and a marker to make sure the fecal samples do not get mixed up. And if needed, scissors to cut the label tape. Last but not least, you have the cooler. And the cooler's main job is to obviously keep the fecal samples cool. And inside the cooler, you have the ice packs. And you want to make sure these ice packs do not touch the fecal samples. And a second optional layer of insulation is the cinder block. And the cinder block is mainly used for long distance travel to keep the fecal samples cool and also isolate them from the ice pack. Okay, now we're gonna properly take fecal samples. The first thing you wanna do, which I always already have, is put on gloves. Then you wanna take your lubricant, put the lubricant on your fingers, the two fingers that you're mainly gonna use for taking the fecal sample from the rectum. Then you wanna get your goat and put it in this contraption. After getting the goat, you want to then bend down and grab the tail and pull the tail up. Make sure you're calm and relaxed. You want to take your two fingers here and then easily, gently put it in to the goat. It might take a second since it can be uncomfortable for the goat. After you enter, you want to then have your finger go upward, scoop out, and then collect. And these are the two fingers I use. When scooping up, you go like this and scoop out. And then we put the fecal samples in the labeled bag to make sure there is no mix-up. After putting the fecal samples in the labeled bag, you want to put the labeled bag inside the cooler. And since we're doing long distance travel, we're going to put it inside the styrofoam box.
If you follow these simple steps, you'll be able to deliver your samples to your vet in good condition. In the next video, we'll be covering how to run fecal egg count on a microscope, just in case you want to do it on your own and you want to save some money. So please stay tuned, and thanks for watching our video.